Hi students. So last time we have seen introduction of amplifiers, then we have seen various types of amplifiers, basic things about amplifier, how amplifier works, what are the various terminals, then how to calculate gain of the amplifier. Okay. So in this presentation we are going to see different types of operational amplifiers. Okay, so this is just for the sake of revision, these slides. Gain is ratio of output signal to input signal. Okay, so why it is called as operational amplifier? Because it is used to carry out mathematical equations, mathematical operation. That's why it is called as operational amplifier. Then this is the symbol, and these are the various terminals for operational amplifier. You can see here. So it is nothing but a integrated circuit IC. So this terminal is non-inverting and another is inverting, and these are the various types that we are going to see: inverting, non-inverting, summing up, integration and differentiating. These are the 5 types of operational amplifiers that we are going to see. So now this is the first type, inverting operational amplifier. So we are going to see it detail in our next slide. So I have explained here how to calculate the gain. So gain is a ratio of output voltage divided by input voltage, or resistance. This is just for the sake of example. Here resistance is taken R2 divided by R1. So for the sake of understanding, we have taken values for R2 as 100 kilo ohms and R1 as 10 kilo ohms. So gain is minus 10, and since it is inverting, you can see here this is a minus sign because it is inverting. Why inverting? Because we are getting 180 degree out of phase sinusoidal signal. You can see here the difference. So it is 180 degree out of phase. That's why it is minus. Okay, so here the gain is minus 10 volt. So if the input voltage is 0.5 volt, then the output voltage will be V in multiplied by gain. So 0.5 volt is our input volt multiplied by minus 10, that is minus 5 volt. So if at all, so here we are supplying only voltage to one terminal, that is 0.5 volt, but if at all we are supplying voltage to these two terminals, then there is a voltage difference. So we have to take V1 minus V2. Okay, so instead of directly 0.5, since we are supplying voltage to only one terminal, that's why we have taken voltage of only one terminal. So if we are supplying voltage to two terminals, then we have to take difference of V1 minus V2. Here you can see. Okay, so it is called as negative feedback because overall gain of the amplifier reduces. Then so why negative feedback if gain is reduced? So the gain is constant over a wide range of input frequencies and the input voltages that we have seen in our last presentation. For this amplifier, stability is good, then amplification is linear, and gain is independent of characteristics of operational amplifier. So now let's see a actual circuit for integrated op amp. So here you can see resistance is corrected. This is X point, this is called as virtual ground. That means it is not actually a ground, it is virtual ground, and the voltage at this virtual point X is same as the ground voltage, that is 0. Okay, so voltage at X is 0. So there is one capacitor C is connected, and that is another terminal is connected to output, voltage output. So now here we have to calculate what is the voltage at output terminal. So there is a equation that we have to derive. So now the current is rate of movement of charge q, and since for a capacitor charge q is given as C multiplied by V. So we have studied capacitor. So in capacitor the charge stored by capacitor is given by C multiplied by V. So C is the capacitance, you know that, and V is the voltage across the capacitor. So the current through the capacitor I is equal to dq by dt, right? So that is given in terms of capacitor is C multiplied by dV by dt. So you can replace this dq by dt as C is the constant and voltage will be fluctuating, so dV by dt. So we are replacing the q here. So here capacitance is constant, as I have said earlier. The voltage across the capacitor is Vx minus V out. The voltage at capacitor is Vx minus V out, that is minus V out, because voltage at X, that is the virtual ground, that is 0. So it will come as minus out, voltage will be minus out. So again replacing the values, I is equal to current flowing through the capacitor IC is equal to C here. So we have to replace the value of voltage here, minus V out divided by dt, right? So just we are replacing the value here. Then but this is also input current through the input resistor, right? So current is equal to I equal to V upon R, that is the basic equation. So here I is equal to V in upon R. So V in upon R is equal to minus C this, then rate of change of voltage at output terminal. Okay, so again we have to replace the value here, whatever value we are getting here. Okay, so just we are replacing the value in the formula. So again we have to rearrange the term. Take V out equal to minus 1 divided by RC multiplied by V in multiplied by dt. So just we are taking the rearranging the term, and since we want to calculate the voltage at output terminal, we are taking it at the left hand side. So again, since it is a derivation, so we are going to we have to integrate this derivation. We have to integrate about equation, that is v out t1 from t1 to t2 minus 1 upon rc is constant. Then v in multiplied by dt from t1 to t2. So again, just rearranging here, you can see the equation, and this is the final equation. V out at t2 minus V out at t1 equal to minus 1 upon rc, and integration of V in from t1 to t2. So that is the formula. So that is the voltage that we will get at output terminal. Here you can see. So what we have done here, since we are using a capacitor here and we know the charge of capacitor Q is equal to Cv, that is the basic equation that we are using in this derivation. And since we have to calculate the voltage at capacitor, so here we are just replacing the values for that voltage V, and we are using basic formulas like I is equal to V upon all voltage upon resistance. Here you can see. Okay, so next type of operational amplifier is summing operational amplifier. So you can see the circuit diagram for this. This is the terminal, and this terminal is connected to three resistors R1, R2, R3, and this is the common point for second terminal, and it is grounded. So the voltage difference between V1 and V2 is this is shown by the arrow. This is V2 and this is V3. Okay, since we are using three resistors here, and this is the point, this is known as virtual earth or virtual ground. So voltage at this point would be 0, and this is the feedback resistor, you can see here, and we have to calculate the V out here. So this is the circuit diagram for summing operation amplifier. Just try to understand. So here current flowing through this R1 is known as taken as I1, then R2 is equal to current flowing through resistors R2